Hello everybody, this is Noel from the Tarda Zone and this is my reaction video to Resolution. Before I start, if you like what I have to say, please give the video a like. Also subscribe if you haven't. So how will I start this video? Right, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. I will give the good points to this episode. So the first couple of minutes was interesting. We hear about an ancient evil, the humans fought, blah 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 blah. Dalek apparently cut into 3 pieces and sent all over the world, blah 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 blah. You've all seen the episode, so I don't need to get into it. So that was okay. And the only other thing that I liked in it, I have to say, was the fighting scene between the Dalek and the soldiers. That was it. Don't like the Dalek redesign. Don't know what Chris Chibnall. Look, this is the way I see it, right? Chris Chibnall seems to have something against everything that made Doctor Who. Again, we didn't have a title sequence, right? These are things that I hate now because they were the only 2 good things. So the battle with the soldiers was the only thing I liked, and the first couple of minutes of the episode. It was a bore fest, the usual crap that we seem to get from Chris Chibnall. More preachy bits with the Doctor and Ryan's dad had 2 cheeky little comments which I didn't like. We get it, men are bad, single fathers are bad, we get it. You don't have to keep doing it all the time to us, but there you go. The battle with the soldiers was actually quite good, and it was nice to hear the Daleks again, even if it was in this tripe of an episode. Was it better than the season finale? Yes, it was. It was a better episode. If this had been the season finale, it'd still be mediocre. I mean, look, it's gotten that bad that we're actually comparing, you know what I mean? And if we're saying the New Year special is better than season finale, which I do personally think it was. There was a few elements in this, as I said, a couple which I mentioned. The whole scene with Graham and Ryan's dad, I didn't mind that as much, to be quite honest, but I could see what Chibnall was trying to do there again. Single fathers are bad, we get it. The components of a microwave oven defeat the Dalek, by the way. But the thing that irritated me the most was Una. That stupid phone call that the Doctor made, and then gets some stupid woman on the other end and then starts acting all thick about Una, and then we find out that Una has been suspended because apparently funding or something has been stopped. I thought that whole thing was ridiculous. I also thought it was disrespectful to a Doctor Who institution within the Doctor Who universe. I think it's Chris Chibnall's way. Chris Chibnall just hates everything that made Doctor Who, and he is slowly but surely destroying everything. That's the way I feel right now. I watched this episode and I felt nothing watching it. Absolutely nothing but hatred for what he has done to the show. He has clearly got an agenda and a vision for this show which goes against everything that made Doctor Who. And this tripe has some fans, but I don't get why it has fans, because it's utter bore fest. Nothing actually happens in the episode at all. It's the Doctor, and again, it just seems to be a thing with this Doctor, that the Doctor either seems to miscalculate or misses something. It's another trait that it's this character trait that seems to be instilled. Yes, we know that it has happened before with previous Doctors, but not so frequently. It's nearly every week and every single episode she misses something. And this whole jumping around when the Dalek was trying to shoot her just looked ridiculous. They had to do it in slow motion anyway, to be quite honest, because watching her tumble on the ground is just a joke. I mean, even our dialogue with the Dalek and all, you know, where she says, like, I'm asking you one last time, I tried to be on all this. Just shut up and kill the Dalek already if you're gonna do it. I know that it's just the way she comes across. I don't look, I'm sorry, but this You know, I said I wouldn't have minded if Olivia Colman had been the Doctor. I'm being quite honest now, and I'm going to say it out straight now. And this is not some sexist bigot bloody thing, right? And I'm going to say it out straight. It's not, right? But the Doctor should be male. It's as simple as that. It just doesn't work with a female lead. It just doesn't. The whole character is wrong. The whole tone of the show is wrong. Chris Chibnall just has this vision that just wants to destroy everything that made Doctor Who. I'm utterly pissed off right now, to be quite honest. I've been pissed off all the series 11. I'm pissed off after watching this. I'm not supposed to be pissed off at, in Moffat's era, elements of his era absolutely pissed me off, and rightly so. But this is week in, week out. He can't write, or his writers can't even write one decent sci-fi episode. Where's the sci-fi again? No sci-fi. She talks a lot of gobbledygook, but where's the sci-fi? I mean, Doctor Who seems to have turned into some sort of social experiment or something. Let's just try get as many minorities in. Let's try get as many politically correct terms in. Let's just destroy an over 50-year-old franchise just for the sake of social justice and social fucking politics. It's a load of crap. Doctor Who has touched on these social issues before, but within reason. It's not every single bloody episode or every time the Doctor opens her mouth. I'm rightly pissed off with Jodie Whittaker. She keeps coming out with all this bloody bullshit. She did an interview. I did a video. If you have seen the video, I did a video. It's on me out, where she's talking about, like, when she was growing up as girls, that it was always the men that were the heroes. You're wrong, Whittaker. You were born in 85 or something. I checked it out. You were born in 85 or something. So in the 90s, right, when you were 5 years of age, there was many female superheroes. Even in the 80s there was. So I mean, this is all a myth that you just keep spouting about women. Do you know what I mean? Yes, we know that women haven't had equal rights in all aspects of life. We know that. We get that. Alright, but you're going the wrong way about it. You don't just take a male role and then just stick a female in there, because you're damaging. That's not creating. I said this from day one. Why didn't they create a spin-off with a female lead? Do you know what I mean? They didn't have to touch Doctor Who at all. They didn't. But they did, because they needed to make some sort of fucking ridiculous point. Oh, look what we can do. We can take a 50-odd-year-old franchise and we pluck the male out. We're just going to plant a woman in there. Chris Chibnall says that a lot of people were interviewed for this role. It's a load of bollocks. And I'm going to say it out straight. It's a lot of bollocks. The only one that got Olivia Colman apparently turned it down, and he turned to Jodie Whittaker. And that's why we got Jodie Whittaker. She's a disgrace as a Doctor. The writing is a disgrace. The two of them should go. It's time for them to go now. I mean, we've got another series of this shit. And not only that, they've made us wait another year for this shit to come along. And the reason why they've made us wait another year, because they think the backlash is going to die down after another year. It didn't die down the first time. It's not going to die down again. It's around. Fans are not happy. Fans have walked away. They proved it. This special had the lowest rating of any special. They're walking away. They're walking away because they don't want to be preached at. They want sci-fi. They watched Doctor Who for 50-odd years, some of these fans, because it was sci-fi, because it interests them. Now it bores people to death. It's not Doctor Who. Anybody that keeps saying that this show is Doctor Who needs their head examined. Yous all need their head examined. And all the people that do back Jodie Whittaker and back Chris Chibnall and think they're the best thing since sliced bread and think she deserves an NTA. Yous are all off our head. She doesn't deserve no NTA. The show doesn't deserve no NTA either. It's been a load of crap. I don't even watch Luther and all those other shows. And I do hear great things about those shows. Don't hear fans fighting about those shows. Those shows seem to be doing well. And then I hear someone that Jodie Whittaker doesn't have much competition in the NTAs. She's surely going to win. No, she's not going to win the NTA because they're going to give it to an actress that actually deserves it. Yeah, they're going to give it to someone that actually deserves it. And I think Jenna Coleman is one of those that's actually nominated, and I hope she wins it. And I don't like Clara in Doctor Who, but I'd rather her win it. I'd rather her win it for her show than give it to Jodie Whittaker, who doesn't deserve it, who does half the work and wants the same amount of pay. She's a joke. She gone around, she demanded the same amount of pay as Peter Capaldi, but yes, she does less episodes and fucks off then on her holidays. Well, she doesn't fuck off on her holidays. Apparently, they're all back now and they're filming. She's not even doing the same amount of work. She's complaining. Do the same amount of work and give us the same fucking quality, or give us better quality. Because apparently, to all fans, Peter Capaldi's era was so shit that nobody wants to remember him. They want to wipe him out of the fandom. Heaven Sent, one of the best episodes ever written. That deserved an NTA nomination. He deserved an NTA nomination. He's miles apart from her. He is 10 times better. Not even 10 times better. He's an actor. She's not. She's not an actress at all. She just got lucky. And she got one of the biggest roles on TV. And she's been very, 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 very lucky. I'm just sick of it. I mean, the Dalek redesign and all, even the Doctor makes you going for a chic look or something, she says. Like, she's even taking the piss out of the Dalek within the episode because they could take the piss out of everything that's sacred. They've gotten... Oh... I knew I shouldn't have watched this episode. I didn't want to watch this episode. I just wanted to leave it at the last episode of Series 11. And I just didn't... I didn't want to watch it. But then, you know... I had to give it a look because I tried to avoid as much as I could online negative or positive reviews. A few seeped through alright, as I said in the last video. But no, this no. They have to go. I mean, BBC have had made the decision already, and they're going after the next series. But the fact that we have to wait till 2020 for a pile of crap anyway, it's just utter bollocks. I'm sick and tired of it now. I mean, this is what they've done. And you know, you can't blame Jodie on everything, because she is a poor actress. She's way out over her head. She should never have been given the job. But I mean, the writing. I mean, even the writing. See, what made Peter's era bearable for most fans, and for those fans who criticise Peter, yeah, or say his era was crap because of him, again, yous are off yous our heads. It's because of him that his era is bearable. He's probably the best actor that we've ever gotten to play the Doctor, and that is fact. And you can deny that all you want. And for all you people that's saying that Jodie Whittaker should have won a Golden Globe and she wasn't even nominated and all this crap, like, you haven't got a clue. And you keep saying she should be nominated for drama. Remember, folks, Doctor Who is a sci-fi show, okay? Now, we all know the history of the show. I'm not going to go back and tell you what it did start off as and then it turned into this, right? It turned into a sci-fi show, right? So it's sci-fi. So she shouldn't even be getting nominated in any drama category anyway. But this is what Chibnall has turned Doctor Who into. It's not sci-fi anymore. It's drama in space. That's what we got. Right, listen, folks, I'm finished because, to be quite honest, I don't want to say any more about the stupid fucking episode. It was ridiculous. I'm so sick and tired of it now. I just, you know, I'm so angry right now. And I've got a hashtag going. You'll see it in my video. It's hashtag Save Doctor Who. I think that hashtag is more appropriate than the hashtag Not My Doctor, because this is not just about Jodie Whittaker. This is about Chris Chibnall, his writers, and the whole production team. So the hashtag I'm going to be using from now on is hashtag Save Doctor Who, because it's about saving the show. It's not all about Jodie Whittaker, to be honest, because she's not all to blame to this. It goes from the top down, as far as I'm concerned. And the BBC board of directors or whoever's ahead of drama needs to make a decision right now, because lowest rated special, and also when it comes back in 2020, none of those fans that didn't tune in for the New Year special are going to return, and then it's going to get another drop off as well. So she'd be lucky if she makes the 5 million, and the consolidated she'd be lucky if she makes 6-7. To be quite honest, the show is on the verge of either cancellation or a total clear out. But something needs to be done. I'd personally go on a break, clear everybody out, get someone in that you know cares about Doctor Who and knows how to write the show. Give it about a year or two, then come back then, fresh ideas, and give us the show that as fans, and especially those fans that have been watching from the beginning. I feel so sorry for some of them, you know, that have turned their back. I've seen some of the comments on Rotten Tomatoes and all those other Metacritic and all those other review sites, and listening to male and female fans and how they're utterly gutted about how the show's turned out. That's a true fan. That's a fan that loves the show. When you can see, it's like that trailer I seen, and I actually advise you to check it out. It's a great little video. I think the name of it is Father watches The Force Awakens trailer, and his daughter's recording him, and he grew up as a young kid watching the Star Wars trilogy. Now, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars shock horror, you know. I was more of a Trekkie myself, but I could understand where he was coming, because when the new movies came out myself, I was excited and I got a bit teary-eyed, and you could see this, and he was emotional wreck, right? He was emotional wreck just watching this trailer, right? That's what Doctor Who has done to some. There's that emotional connection. Fans today don't have emotional connections to shows. It's more fanatic kind of like where the term fan comes from. But it's with older fans of fans like myself. I'm an 80s Doctor fan, so for us there's more of an emotional connection to Doctor Who, I feel anyway. And it's fans like us who are angry. And I'm not just saying that. There's a couple of young fans that have been around since 2005. I remember some kid giving me a lecture and saying, well, I'm watching since 2002. And I'm like, but you were born in 2000, so you were 3. But Doctor Who didn't come out until 2005. And I said, well, you're talking about the class? He said, no, new show. So didn't even know the dates. Like, do you know what I mean? This is what we're putting up with. And then we're putting up then with a group that always do, you know, you get all these feminist Nazis and you get all these other types of groups, you know, latch on to a fandom and try to change a show and destroy a show and then move on to the next, like they do with Star Wars, Ghostbusters and so on, and the list will continue to grow because that's what they want to do. I'm done. This makes me sad because, as I said, I've been watching since the 80s. I will continue to watch Classic Who, of course. I don't know if I will watch the next series, to be quite honest. I've got a year to think about it, but I will see what comes out in the meantime. I will be still doing videos, so don't be worrying about that. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm utterly pissed off now. This is it's game over as far as I'm concerned for the show now. I mean, can it get any worse? Some fans will say it can't get any worse. I believe it will, and I predict 2020 is gonna be even worse for Doctor Who fans. We're gonna have to suffer another year of this tripe, and we have to listen to Jodie when she comes out about how bad we are because we haven't supported her, and we're gonna have Chris Chibnall as well, and then we're gonna have BBC then attacking other doctors because this is what they've done since she got the role. They've criticised Peter, they've criticised their predecessors, they've criticised fans, the ones that actually kept the show going. you know. And I'm talking about the real fans here. I'm talking about fans that were here from the beginning when the show went, when the show went on its first hiatus, and they stuck around by supporting Big Finish and buying the books and buying all the merchandise. They're the fans I'm talking about. They're the fans Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker have let down, but more Chris Chibnall, because he was the one that was given the task to bring this show back to some sort of glory after Moffat's flawed era in charge. Right? He was brought in to do a job and he has failed miserably. Right, that's the end of my reaction to Resolution. There wasn't much of a reaction to Resolution because, to be honest, I only liked 2 things in it and the rest was all shit. And that's the way it's going to be for the next season. That's the way it was for the whole of Series 11. I have to say, if I was to pick my favourite episode out of the whole shit show, for me, it was Kerblam. It was Kerblam for me. So that's my favourite episode of Series 11. And if I was going to go back and watch an episode again, it'd probably be that one, to be quite honest. But even saying that, there's, the only reason why I think I say that is because I don't think, if I remember correctly, see, this is the thing, I don't even remember what happened in Kerblam. I remember elements, but I think the reason why I like this is because Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is not in it that much. There you go, right, folks. So that's my reaction to Resolution, the shit show that it was. Dalek defeated by microwave oven components. Una suspended because of stupid funding. Stupid phone call was the reveal for that. Chris Chibnall clearly does not respect anything that made Doctor Who, and that's sad. And I predict that 2020 series is going to be even worse. And unfortunately, he's going to probably, and I think it has been confirmed, he's going to rope in more old villains and probably will redesign them too because, why not? It's different. Again, started the episode, didn't have a title sequence because Chris Chibnall, look at me, I'm different. Fucking idiot. But man hater, cunt. Sorry about the language, but I don't really give a shit anymore now. I'm done with that abomination. I'll talk to you all soon. Good luck.